I still think it's really funny, like, people leave out germane information.
Right here, it's like, that's it.
This constitutes a police report, too, guys.
I get arrested for something, for nothing. You know? That's all. I don't want any trouble. That's why I walked away. I left.
We'll figure it out, you know?
I gave my name to the officer on the phone.
You can hang on. Yeah, I think we...
He said, I'm looking for confrontation. He went out of his way to come up to me when I had nothing going on with him to tell me I wasn't allowed to film. But I'm looking for a confrontation. Find that extremely interesting.
I don't have anybody in that.
Trying to say people that ride a rowdy?
In moments like this, where a camera meets authority, the temperature in the room shifts instantly. Notice how quickly the tone escalates. A simple request for a name and badge number transforms into accusations of causing trouble. This is the classic spark that ignites so many First Amendment conflicts, the citizen calmly documenting, the officer interpreting the act as a challenge. What's fascinating is how the balance of power begins tilting not based on law, but on emotion. The officer feels watched, scrutinized, questioned, and suddenly, your rights become trouble, and this right here is the core tension of the entire case. A single camera lens can disrupt entire systems because transparency exposes what many would rather keep behind locked doors. As you watch this unfold, keep one question in mind: is the camera the problem, or is it the reaction to the camera that reveals a deeper issue? This confrontation isn't about safety, privacy, or procedure, it's about control. And once we step into the DOC facility later, you'll see exactly how far officials are willing to push their authority when they believe no one is watching. Stay locked in, because this case only gets more tense, more confrontational, and more revealing.
Well, back in the day,
Hey, I have a motorcycle.
back in the day, I raced motorcycles, cars, and all raced, my son.
Yeah.
And I don't do it.
Okay, yeah. So we'll take care of it. So you can continue your business for the day. We'll take care of it, right?
All right, thank you guys very much.
Absolutely.
Did you let him know that there's no crime about filming people in public? Because he left out quite a bit of the story, like how he walked across the library to come up to me when I wasn't even engaged with him to start telling me I wasn't allowed to do it. He was going to call his lawyer, and he was going to call his boys on me. You forgot all that stuff, huh?
Obviously, you didn't commit any crimes.
Yeah, no, I
just
know.
want to make sure to keep the peace. Everyone's good. Everyone has their personal opinion about being recorded.
Listen, and I don't even care about that, but like I always like if I went up to this dude and I started filming him, like then I get it. But I was on an opposite side of the library.
Yeah.
He saw me filming.
Yep.
He walked down the stairs all the way over to me to then tell me it was illegal to film, that he was going to call my lawyer. I'm like, bro, if you don't want to be on the camera, don't like make it a habit to go out of your way to come up and talk to the camera, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, people always leave out relevant information, right? It's like, this guy's filming me, I told him to stop, he's followed me outside. We missed the whole part where he tells me it's illegal, he threatens to call his buddies on me, he tells me that
We see the first major pivot, the repeated claim that this is a DOC facility somehow overrides constitutional rights. Watch how the language gets more assertive with each sentence. There's no mention of laws, no citations of statutes, just policy. And that's an important distinction. Policies guide employees. Laws govern citizens. Yet officials here try to blur the line, using policy as if it carries the weight of criminal law. This is where many First Amendment violations begin, with authorities enforcing internal rules as if they're binding on the public. Notice also the confidence with which the DOC employee speaks, despite offering zero legal foundation. This tactic, sound authoritative, stand firm, and hope the citizen backs down, is incredibly common. But the moment you ask for the written policy, the moment you request evidence, suddenly, the conversation gets uncomfortable. That's the exact moment accountability begins.
When his buddies show up, something's gonna happen. Like, they always leave out the middle part, which I don't care, but.
Well, you know me. We've had a bunch of encounters. It's all positive.
It was that last time you tased me when I was handcuffed.
I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't do that.
All right, man. We'll see.
Hey, you have a good day. Be safe out there, man. Hey, I haven't met you before yet, man.
This is where the stakes rise. Sean isn't just recording, he's invoking real case law. Turner versus Driver is a cornerstone decision in the Fifth Circuit, clearly protecting the right to film law enforcement in public. And how do officials respond? Not by acknowledging legal precedent, not by debating the merits, but by escalating to ID demands and removal threats. This is a classic authority reflex. When confronted with informed resistance, officials shift from conversation to coercion. They don't want a legal discussion, they want compliance. And that's what makes this moment powerful. The citizen isn't yelling, isn't escalating, isn't being disorderly. He's simply citing the law. And for some officials, that's threatening enough.
Are we rough?
5:35.
Awesome. Am I allowed to record up here?
This is where it's a public space.
Right.
Yes.
So you,
As long as you're not recording the people.
if someone
Right.
tells you,
Even
that
then,
they
it's a
don't wanna
public
be
space. I'm
recorded-
allowed to record the people. Like, I can record their conversation. It's a public building.
I mean, you would still have to ask them.
No,
permission.
there's no ask. It's a one-party system where
They
only
might
one
not
person
wanna
can
be
agree.
in it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's law.
Yeah, you're right. It's a single party system for recording in state of Texas, especially.
Or in a class or doing business in preparation.
But I wasn't in the activities, so you didn't have the right to kick me out.
I do if you're not participating.
That's not how it works. It's a public building
Yeah. No. This has a sign downstairs that's
for
specifically
the activities.
upstairs.
But I'm allowed to walk around. Like, what is he doing? He's not in the activities, but he's
He's a
walking around.
member of the zone.
How do you know?
You want to
They
go
have
check
a
for
badge.
it?
What do you
I don't
want to
have
go
to
check?
check.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
So,
already
so
checked
you
in.
don't know because you have to check.
So
I
I
know
know
all
you're
of
trying
it.
to just get content for your account. I understand.
Right. No, I'm
that.
just trying to get the architecture and everything.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's fine. And I'm recording too, so
Yeah.
you know. So my name's Chad.
Yeah. So,
What's your channel so we can come back and watch our live?
not big at all to be found. I'm just starting. So,
If you have a name, we can
What's your channel?
good civilian.
check it out.
While I've been walking around and I did not get permission.
I'm allowed to, like
And
how I can
not
record you
with
now.
me.
I'm recording your face right now.
You do better not. I don't want
I am.
Okay, because I don't want to be on social media or anything. I am not.
This exchange shows another subtle strategy used to control public presence, forced identification in areas that are legally open to the public. The receptionist immediately assumes the role of gatekeeper. Who are you here to see? Why are you here? What's your name? But these questions aren't grounded in law, they're mechanisms of authority. Sean answers with Ben Franklin, which is both humorous and symbolic. It highlights the absurdity of demanding personal information from someone who hasn't committed a crime and isn't accessing restricted areas. Public lobbies are meant to serve the public, not filter them. Yet here, access hinges on the citizen justifying their presence. It's an intimidation tactic dressed up as procedure.
Okay.
No worries.
I already introduced myself, gave my name, but you haven't given me your name.
Because I don't need to. You're a public worker. Well, I did all that assertiveness.
That's my job, to make sure
Really?
that things don't happen to our...
You got to make sure no one's recording. Really.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
They
We have
definitely.
people that may...
There are people who feel, as you see, there's people who just get
Yeah,
uncomfortable
I
with
get
it.
that. But
We have
he
kids
didn't feel
dance.
uncomfortable. He was just
Yeah.
antagonizing.
Well, he's not, and I understand where you're coming from. You have the right to have your phone record, and I mean that's when I was a kid. I had a friend of mine. He loved to take his video
Yeah.
camera and go around and try to find.
The thing that bothered me is
Um,
if he was walking away and I was following him around with the camera, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
awesome.
we understand where you're coming from, and there's a lot of views out there that people want to try to catch somebody saying something stupid. So I understand that too.
Oh, yeah.
And
Just be
and he-
polite and respectful.
And this,
No, I've been
this is one of the
polite and
nicest
respectful.
guys around.
No, he seems very nice. But
He
all I
is.
did
He
was
is a nice dude.
come up here. I was down there just asking this lady a question. I asked, "What do you do for the public?" And then he came up here and said, "You're not allowed to do this and that."
You had a...
At this point, the repetition becomes telling. The officials keep saying the same line, "This is a DOC facility," as though repeating it makes it law. This is a psychological tactic. Repeat the assertion until the citizen begins doubting their rights. But Sean stays steady, asking for the actual policy in writing. Notice how quickly the supervisor refuses. No expectation to provide it to you. That line alone is revealing. When a government official claims they have no obligation to show the public the policies they are enforcing, that's a red flag. Transparency disappears. Accountability dissolves. And the citizen is expected to obey rules they've never seen. This is exactly why recording matters.
Down there by the door, she immediately turned and said, "I need to talk to my boss."
Yes, because I asked her what she was doing
And
for the
so
public.
I introduced myself,
Right.
and said, "What are you doing here?"
Right.
And you said you were filming whatever you call yourself,
Yes.
Constitution, whatever. And I said, "Well, according to our rules, unless you're in a class doing business or you're a member, you're not supposed to be here." You said, "I can. Filming." I said, "Well,
And you can't, I'm going to walk you
if
out.
we show that sign and see," and that's why.
Yeah,
Awesome.
We'll
Well,
ask.
This moment is a perfect example of how calm persistence exposes cracks in authority. While the DOC staff escalate, Sean shifts the conversation toward legitimate oversight, public records requests. This instantly changes the dynamic. Government agencies fear paper trails, because paper trails reveal patterns: complaints ignored, rights violated, misconduct repeated. Go to headquarters. Another barrier. Another delay. Another obstacle placed between the citizen and transparency. When an agency makes ACC